So now they're starting over and probably even a little bit heavier than when they fell off the wagon in the first place. So it's something that you guys really have to consider, and it's not to be mean or anything, but it's the truth. What's up, everybody? It is Saturday morning and it is March 23rd. I did my weigh-in this morning and my measurements. I'm going to talk to you guys about that in just a minute. I desperately need some coffee. I haven't had coffee for a week, and it's refeed day. So remember yesterday how I had been saying that my leg was kind of giving me a warning shot a little? Well, guess what? This morning, not only did I wake up with a headache, but I also woke up with muscle cramps in my right leg. Now, usually when people are low on electrolytes, their calves start hurting. That's kind of an easy fix just because you can kind of point your toes back towards you, like stretch your toes all the way back towards you. So if you get those muscle cramps, try that trick. It's always worked for me. Mine decided to be a little bit more difficult and actually start hurting down the side of my leg and into my foot. My foot, if this was my foot, the muscles started like going like this, and it felt like I couldn't even put my foot down. And I had to try and move it around and kind of massage the muscle a little bit and try it to get it to relax. Didn't work too well. Anyway, that really, really, really hurts. So hopefully you guys don't experience that, because that's really painful. That and the shins. So my body's pretty mad at me. So time for a refeed today. But first, let's make some coffee. And there we have it. Let's drink some of this coffee. I really need it. I'm always so afraid that when I first drink bulletproof coffee that I'm gonna get the shits. Just because MCT oil is very lubricating and it will make things go. So just be aware, if you guys are planning on breaking your fast with bulletproof coffee, try to stay next to a bathroom. Just a little word to the wise. Okay, you guys, so let's get into my morning weight loss. So as you know, I did my scale and my measurements today. I'm happy to report that I did make it that 1 pound. If you guys have been following my journey, Wednesday I was kind of freaking out because I had, 3 days to lose 4 pounds. And then I got to where I had 1 more pound to lose, and I stepped on the scale this morning, and I met my 5 pound goal by 8 ounces. So I actually lost 5.8 pounds. So very excited about that. I also did my measurements, and I am down another 2.5 inches, which is 5 inches less than what it was last week. Because if you remember, I lost 7.5 inches last week. That's just the way it works. What do I always say, you guys? Let nature take its course. Do what you got to do. Let nature take its course. So one of the things that I really wanted to talk to you guys this morning, I think it's going to help a lot of people. One of the questions that I was asked was, how do you stay focused during a fast or during like a diet type of thing, and not go back to eating all the junk? And I think this is key, because a lot of times when people are on a diet, it feels like a diet and you don't want to do it. You want to eat all the food. You want to eat all the junk food. And it's almost like a process in our brain that you can't have it. It's our forbidden fruit, right? So you can't have it, so you want it even more. Kind of case in point. So with the ketogenic diet or a fast or anything, I tend to tell people, don't look at it as a diet. This is something that you're doing to change your life for your future, right? So my response to this person, and I wrote it down because sometimes my memory is horrible. So how do you stay focused during a fast or a diet and not go back to eating junk? It was a question. Here's my reply. by being sick and tired of starting over. And you guys, I have started over more times than I can count since I was 16. I'm turning 34 in July. You guys can do the math over and over. I have done every single diet out there, including Apple Diet, the Lemonade Master Cleanse, juicing diet. I've done Atkins, I've done South Beach, I even created my own diet, you guys, where I would just eat very, very small portions. I called it the saucer diet. That's it. You could eat whatever you wanted as long as it was on a tiny little saucer. Anyway, I've been there. Trust me. I am so tired of starting over. When am I going to be done with this vicious cycle? And that's exactly what it is. You do really good for a couple of days, then you cheat or you go off of it, and then you have to start over. You gain more weight than what you lost, and then you're even heavier. It gets very frustrating, and that's why a lot of people quit. Then they look for something else. And when that doesn't work, they look for something else. Aren't you guys tired of starting over? I know I am. And so that is one of my biggest motivations for staying focused. I also told them the time still flies by whether I'm eating healthy or not. It's still going to go by. It's still Saturday today. It's still going to be Sunday tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The time is still going to go by. So it's going to go by whether you're eating cleanly or eating junk food. So what side of that time do you want to be on? It's also going to go by whether you're losing weight or not. So your week plan just turned into 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month. The weight you said you were going to lose 3 weeks ago is still on plus some now. So that's kind of where I'm going with this. You know, I've always, throughout my life, I have always said, I have this event in a couple of months, 3 months, 4 months. I have to go to the doctor in 3 months. I'm going to lose this amount of weight in that time. When it got to that time, it never happened. Why? Because I wasn't on a sustainable plan. I wasn't determined enough to actually make my goal. I let the time roll by. And then I said, the only thing that's not going to change is your weight if you're just messing around. So time's going to go on. Is your weight going to go up or down? You get to make that choice. And then I just said, so you might as well use the time wisely. So it's up to you. Do you want your weight to go up or down? Are you tired of starting over? I know I am. I don't plan to ever start over. And that's what some of these people in my group and in the one that I'm an admin for, that's what they do. It's like, oh, I'm so mad at myself. I cheated this weekend, or I fell off the wagon for a couple of months, or whatever. Those people are starting over. A couple of months, they're starting over. That's a couple of months that they could have stuck to the ketogenic diet and lost the weight. So now they're starting over, and probably even a little bit heavier than when they fell off the wagon in the first place. So it's something that you guys really have to consider. And it's not to be mean or anything, but it's the truth. You know? So that's what I have to be really tough with myself. The food is going to be there whether I'm eating or not, whether I'm eating cleanly or not. The food that I want, it's still going to be there. When I'm done with this fasting, which if you guys have seen my other videos, I'm hoping to reach my goal by the end of the summer. I'm well on my way, but I have a goal set in mind, and whatever I want to eat, which I've been craving nachos for some reason, which is really weird. It's going to be there. I can make nachos at the end of my journey. I'm going to go further than I've ever gone before. I'm going to push myself further than I ever have before, and harder than I ever have before, because this is what I want. So I hope that helps somebody out there kind of break that vicious cycle, change your thinking a little bit. You know, you're not going to die if you don't have that donut or that junk food or, social obligations no, you guys make the choice every single day, choice after choice after choice. All of those choices are going to add up to big things, and I'm here to support you. So, I'm going to cut this video short here. I know it's just the morning. My day has just begun. I haven't even gotten dressed yet. Look at my pajamas. But we're going to LA today, so stay tuned for part 2 of my Saturday OMAD. I'll let you guys know what we end up eating, what my food is, what my choices are, and then I'll do another video for tomorrow's OMAD. So I will see you guys later.